Ready? Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, I'm glad to see y'all out there this evening. Oh, man, we got a fun night for y'all. We got a great panel in the back in the green room there. Made chicken and dumplings and stuff tonight, so hopefully everybody don't get their belly full and fall asleep. We got a rock and roll inside chat out there already. Man, I'm so glad to see y'all here tonight. And we got like a couple good giveaways tonight. Yeah. So tonight, besides the regular giveaway we do on here for all you guys, we are having the month of August giveaways. Yeah. And so, yeah, like it's like getting really late. I probably should have done it to the middle of the month like I most usually do. But we had so much going on with the, 1K sub giveaway and everything that it just kind of got pushed back to this week. So anyway, without further ado, I want to bring these guys up. They're in the green room, and I think they're having a pretty good time back there. So let's get them out of here and get them up here on the stage. So up first, we got Bubba Triclops Ballistics. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing good, brother. Doing real good. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, fellers, fellettes?
Well, glad to have you on tonight, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
My goodness. We got a heck of a side chat going on out there. Look at all these people. I mean, just awesome. Well, thanks for being here tonight, Bubba. Up next, we got JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Better than I deserve. Tough day on TV watching football. I'm glad my dogs pulled that one out, but I only had like 3 heart attacks. So that was good. Tennessee is currently beating South Carolina at home, and Bama Lama is beating Mississippi State 17-10.
Wow.
I only had 3 heart attacks. What are you, Fred Sanford?
Yeah, I didn't have the big one. So we're here to hang out with y'all tonight. And
oh, man,
I'm telling y'all what, that chicken and dumplings took me back to my childhood days. That's some good eating right there.
Yeah, we figured it had to bring something else on since you can't eat those ham and brown beans. So
I can eat ham. I just can't eat them if they're in a bunch of pinto beans. Yeah.
Well,
we ain't
sure
gonna
appreciate you
about
being
that.
on tonight, buddy.
Hey, man, thanks for having me. Let's get some more of these guys out here and have some fun.
Oh, yeah, we are. Up next, from an undisclosed location, we got Pat in the bunker. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, not doing too bad. Just got done with the outside world and come back down to the bunker. And yeah, I'm ready to have some fun tonight. So,
all right. Well, glad you can make it tonight, buddy. Glad you got internet down there in the bunker and you can be here with us. I sure appreciate you. And
I definitely appreciate being on.
Well, thank you. Up next, we have Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, fat and sassy. Had all the chicken and dumplings I could eat and even went into some of that ham and beans. I might have to take a little break and go have another Feinstein.
Oh, man.
Thanks for having me.
Man.
Looking forward
glad
to it.
you're here tonight, Mark. Always appreciate you being on tonight, buddy. So anyway, up next we have Moondog Go. How you doing tonight, bud?
Hey everybody! I love that chicken and dumplings. I'm just sopping up the rest of it with a biscuit over here. So um, I'm happy
Right.
to be here. I'm not happy to be behind enemy lines in the beautiful communist state of California, but otherwise doing well.
All righty. Well, glad you can make it this evening, buddy. We always appreciate you
Of course.
being here. And up next, we have Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Well,
You
I'm
made it back from TriggerCon.
made it back from TriggerCon. I got myself well fed with some chicken and dumpling. I mean, that's reason enough to join this panel is all the free food back here. But I'm glad to be on Hillbilly Show and stuff like that as always. So thanks for having me, buddy. I'm glad to be here.
Man, always a pleasure to have you all on here. I mean, it's just you guys are just so awesome. Everybody that comes on this panel is, and we just thank you all so much. And if you're kind of new to this show, out there on the side chat or watching the rewind, as we're going on, sometimes it's hard for me to stop and like call out some people in the side chat, maybe their comments or welcome them or whatever. And so, we try to highlight them right here on the screen. And so that's our way of saying, hey, we see you out there and we appreciate you. So we just thank you all a lot, man. We really do appreciate y'all. And I want to thank the channel members. I'm so thankful for them, each and every one of them. It's so great because I'm going to be using that money from our membership to put back to get more or better giveaways for Hillbilly Nation. So even that little bit helps out so much. And so I just want to really shout you guys out and tell you thank you very much. I really do appreciate that a lot. And so, yeah, man, we got all kinds of people out there in that side chat, man, just rocking and rolling, man. So up first, we are going to be doing 2 giveaways tonight, like I said. But make sure, let me change the banner here. Make sure that you get your hashtag in for tonight's giveaway, which is hashtag HBN41, and get that in so you'll be entered in the giveaway for tonight. And so I'll double check that everything was working great earlier, and so hopefully this thing ain't gonna give me no problems like it has in the past. So anyway, okay, we got our first ones coming in here and they're showing up. So awesome, man. I figured we're going to do something just a little bit different tonight. Not much, but a little bit different. And I want to say Moondog and is sharing this, and I don't know if Pat is or not. I can't really tell. But if you're on their channel watching this, make sure you click the link to get over and put your hashtag in so it shows up on the main screen. Otherwise, the tool will not recognize it. And I mean, I'm sorry about that, but that's how it works, man. I mean, doggone it. But anyway, appreciate you guys sharing this and everything. Man, we got a lot of great people out there, as always. So, anyway, first up, Gary, I figured we might ask you to share a little bit about TriggerCon and like where it was and what all was going on there since you just got back to there and everything's fresh in your head. And I'm sure you've already got some great videos up, and I'm sure you're going to hopefully be posting some more. But
Yeah.
these folks might not know about it and they might want to go next year or something. Would you care to tell everybody a little bit about that, buddy?
Sure. Well, this is the second year that TriggerCon has been held in or around the city of Wichita, Kansas. Before that, it was always held in the state of Washington, I believe. and due to politics and some other reasons, they moved it to Kansas because it was just easier for them to do it. So this is the second year it was in Kansas. Last year it was all outdoors on a range out in the country. This year it was actually split up. There were 2 days worth of it that were indoors, and we had a lot of vendors in there in a arena, basically on an arena floor. There was a Friday afternoon and then an all-day Saturday show where the public could come in and visit with the vendors, and there were some things they could buy and stuff like that at the arena. And then Sunday was the range day, which was also accessible to the public. Of course, they had to buy tickets for it, but anybody could go if they bought a ticket. And so, what normally, like at SHOT Show, that's just industry gets to go out to range day and actually shoot some of the new products. Well, this was a chance for anybody who bought a ticket to come out, and there were tons of people out there. And they actually bust them out because it was a range out in the country and they didn't have parking for everybody. So they had everybody meet at a casino, and then they took big charter buses out there one after another to the range and dropped people off. So it was a good time. We had some media get-togethers and stuff like that where we ate food, and stuff like that, and you got the chance to meet up with a lot of other YouTubers and stuff like that out there. So it was a great deal. I believe they're going to do it here again next year. That's what I'm told anyway. I'm hoping it's going to get bigger and better each year. Rainier Arms is the outfit that puts this on. So gives them some thanks if you've had a chance to go anyway. And I hope everybody will get a chance to come next year. We'd love to have you here in Kansas. We don't get a lot of tourism here in the Sunflower State, but this is one of the cool things we have that I can take a little pride in along with the rest of us. So, yeah, good time.
Yeah, and it's a very gun-friendly state, too.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about that. And I want to tell Abigail, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. But, yeah, that's something that's really cool about, Kansas and, a few of the states right around here, like Missouri, we're neighboring, and then Oklahoma, is they are very gun-friendly states. And so, that makes a lot of difference. I mean, it's just some people, says, well, it's great to kind of be in a free state.
It is.
Most definitely. So,
yeah, there's not a whole lot of places you can go to a show like that and actually carry on the floor. That's kind of surreal, to have that kind of freedom. It's like we don't worry about that here. So
I miss that. I used to go to gun shows in California when I was growing up, and it was, you could open carry. It wasn't a big deal, but now it's all crazy. So you guys are blessed.
yeah,
well, we love to share. So come and share it with us.
Yep.
Yeah. And, it's fairly central located around here. And so, sometimes it's not that far to drive from about anybody, so that's another
There's a
thing
lot
that
of good things to do in this area of the country. I mean, you've got Wanamaker, you've got stuff over in the Missouri side. There's Thunder on the Prairie in Nebraska. In the early part of summer, there's just all kinds of good stuff here in the center of the country. What a lot of people consider flyover country, but it's more than that. You just got to, look closely.
Yeah. You got to stop and get out and stretch your legs and your arms and take a nice deep breath of fresh air.
That's right.
And, hopefully, there's going to be more states that's going to be adapting stuff like that. So, hopefully you have more that's 2A friendly. So that's awesome. So I want to to shout out the side chat, man. They're out there rocking and rolling and just having them a good old time. And I think that's awesome. So, anyway, Jamie, would you like to shout out the side chat? And does anybody have something for them to type in?
I'll type something in out there and everybody can follow suit. How about that?
All right. Sounds good.
We're going to put hashtag TriggerCon.
All right. Sounds like a good one.
I have expected to be the hashtag Bubba and the Speedo.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's been done.
How about
And
I know, man, but the past 2 weeks, like every single time, like look over the side chat, Mark's writing something like Bubba, and then a letter, and then another letter, and then another letter.
So type in hashtag TriggerCon and let Jamie get you called out there if he can catch up with everybody.
I know it, man. They blew off the page here. Yeah, that's interesting, Gary. I got to get out there. I'm thinking seriously about going to Wanamaker's in November.
oh, that'd be great. I'll be there.
Cool. We got Gizzard Gary, obviously, first, since he made this stuff up. And we got Agorizer, Lakeview Outdoors, the Tennessee Pickers Firearm Show, Abigail Finnegan, Gunwild 1, Pat in a Bunker, Bama Dad, Mark Thomas on the panel and in the side chat, Fluffy 10mm guy, Duffer 426, DJ Play Nice, what's up? Doug Thomas, Boone County Hydrographics. I need to talk to that guy. Two Live Moo, Tennessee Goddess, Tennessee Pickers again, Alaska One Andy, Hasbro 270 Winchester is indeed the greatest cartridge known to man. Garage Guy 879, Chessboard Dwayne 7834, Rick Harris, Boomstick Revenge, Agorizer, Bama Dad again, Tactical Fud, Rich B, Garage Guy 879, Ozzy Osborne, Mike McClune, Gunwild 1. There's Walter Viejo, Boone County again, Garage Guys Picking on Me, Tactical Rabbit 308, Lakeview Outdoors, and Be Real, Tennessee Goddess, the Gun Snob. What's up, bud? And I think that's all. Ozzy's out there. Obviously, Moo showed up, and
All right.
I'm not saying that. So,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, where that come from.
Expletive
but-
YouTube is out there.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being on tonight. Man, we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do something a little bit different tonight. We're still gonna have a lot of fun, but it's gonna be just a little bit different. And what I have planned is, since I always surprise these guys with whatever the topic is. And so tonight I figured we'd let the side chat throw a gun topic out there and surprise us. So you guys, whatever you want to talk about, a gun topic, type a few in. Of course, we're not going to be able to get to all of them, but we will try to get to some of these. So what would you guys like to talk about that has to do with firearms this evening? And just throw it out there, and we'll try to pick a few and talk about that. And then we got some giveaways coming up, and we're just going to have a great time. We got some new people in here tonight. Really appreciate that, guys. That's seeing some new faces in here. That's awesome. Man.
That's what? Hold on. I can answer that question right there. Hold on.
Which one's that?
Link Hyun Chin says, "What's the best scope under $300, $200, and $100?" Well, I gotta tell you, Monstrum, you can't go wrong. Monstrum, you just can't go wrong. And if you're willing to push the taxes on it, Arkin Scopes is another one. Arkin Scopes usually has a couple sales going on. They usually have a bunch of kits that comes with their stuff too. And Arkin is probably some of the best glass I've seen through. Then step down from that would be Wrighton, and then step down from that would be Monstrum. But I mean, they're pretty much equal. Monstrum's very, very good products. I pretty much love everything they've made so far, especially their LPVO. I mean, that thing's on target. I didn't even have to set it. It's on target for the 450. So about half-inch groups at 50 yards. So I'm okay with that.
We just bought a Monstrum LPVO red and green reticle at the airsoft shop used.
Yeah.
For $25.
Wow. Yeah. See, they have great deals.
That's
The
a,
one
that's
that's
a deal.
The one that's on that 450 right there was under 80. Like,
Which
Seth
model was
already
that?
has
Did you get?
I don't recall what model it is. I don't even know what markings were on it. Hell, he's already got it mounted on his scar. He's taking it tomorrow to play.
if I had to take a guess, it's probably the G3 or G2 Alpha, probably one of those two. If I had to take a guess.
Well, I was going to ask, what's the best scope? But what are you using it for? I mean, are you hunting? Are you target shooting? Are you shooting steel or versus paper? That kind of, is it for what? Would be a good question I'd ask before I want to offer any suggestions.
Yeah. So we got Beaver Baron joined too there. He put in the hashtag. Oh man, I think person can probably cover a few different ones. Because more than likely on this panel and out in the side chat, there's people that probably do more target shooting and people do more hunting. So, let's go around the room real quick. Bubba, he'd already said what he thought. So we'll go around the room real quick, and if you have a thought on one for either target shooting or hunting, go ahead and shout it out there.
My favorite one for target and for hunting is Monstrum. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
That's not going to change. Once I get my Arkin, I might change the Arkin for target shooting. But Monstrum is holding up. Furthest I've shot out to has been 125 yards on the 22 LR, and it's half-inch groups. Very easy to sight in, very clear picture. First focal plane. Love them to death. And then the LPVO on the 450 Bushmaster. I mean, I can't say good enough about them scopes. I really can't.
All right. Well, thank you, buddy. So anybody else?
I have props. Blow me up.
All right. We sure
got
will.
prop.
Okay.
Under
All right.
$100. Vortex Crossfire 2. This one happens to be a 2-7 by 32. Under $200 or around $200.
Arkin?
6 by 14 by 44. This is the EPL 4. And the $300, you can get a higher magnification Arkin, which is what I recommend, or these aren't bad.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is that one? Oh, the Argos. Yeah. That's
I completely forgot about Athlon. The Athlon's not bad either. Yeah.
mhm. That's the first scope that I ever put on an AR. It's good.
I would put these on. I'm a bolt rifle guy. Well, actually, I'm a lever gun guy, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I know you're a lever gun guy. You got on me for not owning one.
I don't know how anybody that calls themselves an American could not own at least one lever action rifle.
I got one now. You can't yell at me anymore. I have one. You can't yell at me.
And where could you get an Argos for under 300 though?
Euro.
You're okay. They used to be on in my parts. I got mine for like 250 on Amazon, but I haven't seen them that cheap in a while.
That one I've had over a year and not put it on a rifle yet.
Oh,
And, I got
you'll like
that
it when you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I've got
standard.
the Arkin SH3 on my 6.5 Creedmoor,
Oh, okay.
and it's hard to take that scope off of that rifle. And
God,
I will probably mount that scope on a 270.
I can't get.
Well,
I'm looking forward to try to get a hold of the Japanese version, the SH4 with the Japanese glass. That I hear it's even better.
That's the EPL. It is. The EPs are the Japanese
Mhm.
glass.
They just added the Japanese glass to the SH4 models. So
Oh,
that's the
wow.
newest one, SH4J, and it's got the same glass as the EPLs.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm going to look. Yeah.
See, and everybody in the side chat, like they're saying Vortex optics and stuff like that. Like I have bad luck with Vortex with their red dots, so I don't trust their scopes.
I
And
think
that's
they're
that's
okay.
just me. I'm willing to try one. But I can't.
Well,
Can't get-
I heard their quality control and on their mid and low end ones. I've got a Diamondback Tactical, which has just been great. And the only thing that people complain about is that it doesn't have illumination, but it's one of the brightest, clearest scopes, even in all my collection. But for under $100, I'd have to go with a Sig Sauer Buckmasters. That thing I tested against like the Arkin, and it for sharpness at 100 yards, it was right up there, and it's like $89 over at Wally World. So yeah, if
Oh,
you're
wow.
hunting specifically, it's you can't go wrong with that.
Well, see, these cheap scopes, and what I call a cheap scope is like $120 or less. For hunting, they can't be beat because you sight them in, you zero them in, you put them on your rifle, and you leave them alone. They're going to be fine until you drop your gun out of a tree stand. You know?
Or out of your truck.
Yeah,
exactly.
a friend
Yeah.
of mine left his, I think it was a 4570, and I'm not going to call his name because y'all know who I'm talking about. I think it was a Marlin 4570. He left it on the top of his pickup truck as he was pulling out of his.
Oh no!
Oh man.
no!
It went sliding down the asphalt, and
Oh.
so yeah.
Well,
So,
Tennessee
I can-
Picker said, knock the lens out of your Vortex, they'll replace it for no charge. That's nice to know.
Yeah, but a lot of folks followed Vortex because Vortex really made their bones with their no fault warranty and having glass that arguably is almost as good as Leupold. But a lot of companies have followed suit, like Athlon has the same kind of warranty. You can. I mean, they don't want you to be lightsaber fighting with it, but you could just drop it and send it, and they'll contact you, send it back, and you can get another one. Here's an example that Argos that you got there. I had one on my DMR build, and I wasn't paying attention. I grabbed it I had it in my rifle bag and took it out of the car, and so I don't know what happened, but the strap broke and the bag fell, and I thought, oh. It was padded. Its betta bag is okay. Looked inside. The thing was perfectly fine. What I didn't realize was the cant mount had bent. So when I got to the range, I was wondering, why are all my shots hitting the hill and not my target? So, but the scope was perfectly fine, and I would have, if it was damaged, I would have sent it back. But yeah, the scope was really well built.
I'll be
Better
darned.
than
And
my mount.
I feel like I need to clarify. I'm not knocking Vortex. I want that to be said
Oh, yeah.
wholeheartedly. I'm not knocking Vortex at all. I just have bad luck with their red dots, so it's going to be a while before I try out any of their other stuff.
Yeah, and there might be a totally big difference between the red dot and then a hunting scope too. So I mean, I know in different situations that's been my, what I found out. Some just make certain stuff a little bit better. So. Gary, you, Mark, and Pat hadn't said anything. You guys got anything to say on this?
Oh, go ahead, guys.
Cheap rimfire scopes. I've really had good luck with that Simmons 22 mag. They're super cheap. I think I have 3 or 4 of those on a couple different rifles. I do have a Simmons on my 308 single shot rifle, and I've had that on there for years. It's probably not the best. It's not a very bright scope, but it's held up really well for a lot of years and a lot of abuse. It's never come loose. I think the nicest scope that I have right now, and CW sent me a Leupold that he wasn't using. We put it on Seth's 350 Legend bolt gun. That's probably the nicest scope that we have. And I have no idea what that one cost, but I know it wasn't what I usually pay.
Yeah, it's hard to beat those. And
Yeah.
Michael Dunn says he's got an old Buckmaster scope. Those used to be made by Nikon, and Nikon went out of the scope business, and that broke my heart because now SIG's making their optics for them.
Yeah, Nikon made some really good ones.
They did.
Two of the guys from Nikon started Tracked.
Oh, yeah?
They're pricey scopes, but compared to other scopes in their league, they're maybe about 20-30% less than like a Leupold. But I got a hold of I'm doing a testing on their Toric, and yeah, it's the nicest scope I have now. I put it right up there with a Mark V Leupold. It's at least as far as my resolution testing, it's right up there.
I just realized about 3 weeks ago, they're made about 5 miles away from here.
Really?
Yeah, their headquarters is Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. It's just a little building off a side street, off Main Street in town. And I think I'm going to have to go knock on their door and see if I can beg for something to test.
Yeah, you better send me one too, buddy.
I will.
Y'all know.
And my whole deal is, I mean, I bought a few optics here, I don't know, in the last year or so, but a lot of my old hunting rifles, they still have the same scopes on them that they've had for a long time. And, I will take them out, beginning of each, season or whatever, shoot them, once or twice. And most usually they are still right on the money. And, that's all I do. And I know I don't have a scope or optic in this house that's over $300. I mean, I don't, to be honest with you. And, but would I like to have something better? Yeah. But sometimes, for me, it's like, well, I can get this $400 or $500, scope or optic, or I can buy me another gun. So, that most usually takes over, So, Gary, did you have anything, buddy? Or Pat?
Well, to be honest, I'm not much of a rifle guy. I do not own a rifle scope.
Hmm.
So I really don't have a dog in the fight, so to speak, here. So we'll let the intelligent people who do talk about them.
Alrighty. Well,
Well, I don't know if I'm intelligent or not about scopes, but I definitely had my fair share. Just
We lost it there, Pat.
did we lose you, buddy?
At least we lost your audio.
I fart and his audio cuts out. I won.
We'll give him a second here. Pat, can you hear us, buddy? Somebody may have cut the wire going to the bunker.
Hillbilly
Sema-
calling the
Semaphore or something.
bump. Yeah.
Well, alrighty. Well, hopefully Pat's audio will come back here in a minute. Pat, if it does, just let us know, buddy. So, anyway, yeah, man, that's a lot of good stuff out there. Side chat and panel, man. There's a lot of gave me a lot of options to be looking for, and and maybe checking out when I do decide to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy a new scope or something. So, because I have a 300 blackout that I'm definitely going to be in the market to get a scope on that. There's no doubt about that. So, yeah, I don't have a scope for it yet.
Oh, I think there's a Monstrum LPVO in your future.
Yeah.
Mine too. And I agree with you, Hillbilly. $300 is right about where I might go $350 if it's a really nice scope, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it for me so far, but who knows? See, we got Pat back. So, Pat, can you hear us there?
yeah, I got the spinning wheel of death
Oh no.
on my screen. It just everything was going great, like gravy train with biscuit wheels, and then it just all fell off the track. But yeah, anyway, on the scopes, man, I've had everything from True Glow to Monstrum, Centerpoint, the old school Nikons, Bushnell, Tasco. Anything under $300, I've just about had everything underneath the sun. But everything that I'm running right now, especially on my, I guess what I would call my dual weapon, my AR-15 that gets beat in and out of the truck. It's seen the dirt, the dust, the bedside banging in between the nightstand and everything. It's been used and abused. I mean, but it's my truck gun. It's what I carry with me all the freaking time. It's just a 3x9x40.
Mhm.
Pat, can I
Yes,
interrupt
sir.
you for a second?
Yes, sir.
You said bedside banging. Your wife not mind you bringing
Uh,
that thing to bed with you?
I knew as soon as I said that. I knew as soon as I said that, I knew somebody was going to catch that. I was like, no, hopefully I can just skirt by it. Just skirt by it. Nope. I got caught. Yeah, well, the headboard and everything, but you know how that goes. But yeah, hopefully this thing will fire up, and that's just on my duty rifle. The one that I carry with me all the time. It's just got the Monstrum 3x9x40 on it with the red dot on the side for close in work on it, and then over here on the old Mutant, I've got the 3-power prism scope from Monstrum on that one, and that little Monstrum gal right there sitting there. I mean, as far as Monstrum stuff goes, it's it's hard to beat it as far as durability wise, especially with what I do with it, carrying it around, getting it beat up, and especially with their mounts, uh, cantilevers, the heavy duty ones. I have not I have yet to knock one out of zero yet. So they've been good scopes. So if they can take it a beating from me, then yeah, they got to be halfway decent because I'm not the nicest on things. So, but everything that I've had, I've been pretty lucky with. I mean, even that little mutant gal right there too. That's just got a center point on it, and I did my own drilled and tapped the the scope base and the mount and everything for it. On that's a 7.62 by 54R Russian with the muzzle brake out on the end of it, and sometimes you get lucky with the with cheap ones, and sometimes you don't. I mean, it just depends. I mean, it's kind of luck of the draw, especially when you start getting down that. I don't know. I'd probably say about 150, that 120 range. When you start dropping down that low, it's just kind of luck of the draw and stuff. But I've been pretty lucky with most of the cheaper stuff that I've got, so I can't complain. Most of the stuff that I've got, yeah, pretty good.
Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, there's a lot of great info out there on scopes, man. And I appreciate that because, like I said, that's something, most people, especially if you're a hunter, that really comes to tuition, that you need a decent scope at least, something that'll do the job, something that'll stay on zero. My brother's little 22 that I did that video on, and I have another video coming out on it. But that old scope, like I said, it wasn't very much, I'm sure, years ago when we bought it at Walmart or wherever, and it's cloudy, but I can still see through it. The eye relief is terrible on it, but it's still pretty much zeroed in after all these years, and so, it's just amazing sometimes, what some of these will hold zero at after being, banged around and beat around and moved from here to there. And so, alrighty. So, let's go ahead. We're coming up here on top of the hour. So let's go ahead and do this giveaway for the August. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you watch pretty much any of my videos, I've been doing this, I think, pretty much ever since I started my channel. And so during any of my videos for whatever month it is, if you comment, I want to win, and you subscribe to my channel, then your name goes down, because I go through all my comments and everything. So, like, I write your name down and actually what video is on and all that. And on this particular giveaway, there's no limit on entries. So the more that you comment, the more chances you have to win, for that month. And I most usually try to do that month, about the center of the following month. That gives me time to get everybody's name down and, a night picked out here to do the giveaway. And so we're going to be spinning that wheel and doing that giveaway. And hopefully somebody's going. Well, I know somebody's going to win, but you will see like some people. I'm just gotta say, like there's people on here. Gun and Wild won, Alaskan Andy won, Rick Perry. I mean, there's some of those people that are just on top of it. I mean, they have several entries because they're commenting, on dang near every video. And so every time they do, that gives them another entry. And so anyway, that's why you'll see multiple names of the same name on here. And I got in something new. I've not really tested it very much. But I like the looks of it. There's a few things that like I kind of don't like about it, but might grow on me. But I literally had just got this, and I thought, I'd get this for this month's giveaway for August giveaway. And what this is, it is a little knife here. It comes in a little leather sheath, and which is really cool. And it is a thin knife. But the downside on that, it does not have a belt clip on it. But it is a really slick looking knife here. I mean, it is slick. And I don't know if it's because it's new or if maybe I need to loosen this up. But to open up the blade, you have to put quite a bit of pressure on this deal. And then it pops open really fast. And it has a really nice looking blade on it. I mean, it's really sharp. So anyway, this will be the first time that I'm going to be giving away this knife, and it is going to go to the monthly giveaway. So whoever wins that, that's what you'll be winning. And if you win, make sure you get me your email address and your name. But not only that, like if your shipping name is different than like your YouTube handle, let me know, because I get a lot of different emails and sometimes it's hard to figure out, okay, who is this? John Doe. I don't remember John Doe. And so anyway, actually let me go ahead and I'll bring up this window right here. And if you do win, whoever wins tonight, you can email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. I got that email. I figured it'd be a lot easier for people for these giveaways and everything to remember. So anyway, we have several people entered in this giveaway. So let me give it a spin and see who's going to win the knife tonight for the month of August. Dwayne,
Hey.
congratulations, buddy.
Very
Nice, congratulations.
You'll write your name down here, Dwayne. I'm pretty sure you have an email and stuff, but go ahead and email me. So I remember to get this out to you. We want to make sure that gets to you. So congratulations. And I don't know how many entries Dwayne had on that, but I do know there's people that had a lot more entries than that. And so that's awesome. I mean, but anyway, it's just a fun deal that I've always done. And, I hope people enjoy it. And actually, so for September, there's only about half that amount of people in that giveaway. So, we're thinking about it. If you go across my videos, comment, I want to win, and it'll get you put in that monthly giveaway. So, awesome. So, let's see here. So I know Moondog, you're going to have to be taken off here.
Yes, sir.
And so why don't you go ahead and tell us what you got coming up, buddy, and plug your channel and stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you, everyone. I'm I'll be posting up that I mentioned the tracked the company Tracked and the scope Toric. I'm actually that video is going to be posting up on Monday, and one of the things that was really impressive about it was it's got 160 MOA of internal adjustment. So I was just turning that thing, and it was I was really impressed. So I'm going to be posting up that video review on my main channel, which is at Moondog Industries on YouTube, and you can also find me on Rumble as well. And
Awesome.
I have a giveaway on my website at moondogindustries.com/contest. I'll be giving away this new Olight PL Turbo. This is a 800 lumen light that has a throw of 515 yards.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's crazy. Apparently, it's got a built-in. It's got a laser that excites this phosphor layer in the lens. I don't know. It sounds really technical, but all I know is this thing lights up like, I mean, it's pretty darn bright at long distance. It's not as wide as their PL3 or PL2, but obviously the trade-off is you're getting a lot of throw on this little light. Anyway, they just announced this. It's not even in the stores yet, but I'm giving one away in a little over 2 weeks. So enter the contest. All you have to do is subscribe to my new travel channel, which is Moondog Go, which is why it says Moondog Go on my name down there. But that's my new travel channel on YouTube. So it's YouTube's / at Moondog Go, and just subscribe and send me a screenshot to show me you subscribed, and you'll be entered into the drawing for this thing. Well, not this one, but they're going to send you a brand new one. You don't have to worry about
brand new one. Awesome.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the scratches from my drop test on this. So,
man, that is great. That's a great contest. Guys, go there and check out Moondog Go and get entered in this contest, so you can win that new light. I mean, that's going to be awesome. I know. I went over and entered.
Yes. So a lot
sure
of the panelists entered, and I'm rooting for you, all of you. Anyway, thank you, gentlemen. It was a pleasure to be here. And Hellbilly, thank your wife for those delicious chicken and dumplings.
I sure will, buddy. Well, thank you for being here. We always enjoying you. And you guys go over and check his channel out and get subscribed. Great content on there. So anyway, thank you, buddy. You have a great evening.
Night, Moondog.
Oh my goodness. So guys, make sure you get your hashtags in. So we're gonna have another giveaway to be for everybody that's on here tonight. So make sure you get those hashtags in. We have let me look here. We have 29 people entered. So I think we got more people than that watching. So make sure you get your hashtag in. So you'll be entered in that giveaway, guys. So awesome. And we will do that in roughly 25 minutes. So, oh my goodness. So what else did everybody see out there in the side chat? Another topic that you guys was interested in. It kind of chose the scope deal, but anyway, there was a lot of great topics out there. So did anybody see one that really caught their eye that you might want to talk about? Oh, looky here, man. Real quick, Info Bros, man, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, buddy. I really appreciate that. And like I said, that'll all go back in the giveaways. Thank you. So I'm sorry for interrupting. Go right ahead.
Oh, because he did that, I think Info Bros should ask the next question.
Yeah, Info Bros, you got a topic for tonight, buddy? Bubba says that you should be the one to get to ask one. Let's see if he got one here.
Vieja had one a little while back what will you buy at your local gun shop that you will not buy online? I thought that was a pretty good one.
Yeah. You betcha. That is a
Yeah.
good one. And we talk about that too. Okay, he did come up with something, so we'll cover this real quick, and then we'll remind me, Mark. We'll go to that next. Okay. What is the difference between a red dot and a reflex sight? So, anybody want to jump on that?
The only thing
Yeah.
that I can tell a difference in as far as difference between a red dot and a reflex sight. Red dot usually isn't an open picture. It's usually tubular or something of that nature, or it's in a box or something like that. A reflex sight is usually something that's wide open. Usually has what's the best way to describe this? I actually got one out right now. No, I don't. Dang. Okay. So typically for a red dot, except for on pistols, that's a totally different story. But on rifles and then in situations like that, a red dot is normally going to be a small little tubular section, where the riser and stuff like that is what's really going to be. But a reflex sight doesn't really have a riser. A reflex sight is just what it is. It's you bring it up, there it is. You're not trying to have anything high up off the Picatinny rail or anything like that. It's just open. It's just like a flat piece of glass, and then it's flat out to the end. It has your little adjustments and stuff like that, what reticle you want and stuff. It's not really meant for precision for a reflex dot. It's just meant to get yourself on target quicker. And whereas a red dot, you can kind of like fine tune it versus the reflex sight. So that's the only difference I can really tell. I'm probably wrong there, but that's just what I could tell.
Yeah, well, that's better than what my
Yeah.
answer was. Mine was if you tap it in the knee with a hammer and their foot moves. I thought that was reflex sight, but so that's a lot better than what I had.
Nice. Well, one of the things that I've noticed, my sister brought up a Sig Sauer with a reflex, and then her other one had a red dot on it. Well, actually, I had a red dot on my rifle, and then running that reflex. As far as what I can tell, anyway, and she had a really nice reflex. I mean, it was one of those where you didn't have to be 100% square, straight ahead, have that red dot exactly in the middle of the tube and everything to shoot. You could have that off to the left a little bit and bend that pistol off to the right, and that red dot would follow out kind of where you wanted to shoot at, and you could be a little off kilter, left to right, and then bring that nose of the pistol back around a little bit, and you were still hitting that target, which I thought was really cool. It's kind of hard to describe, but man, that reflex, that red dot would move around on that piece of glass, and it didn't matter if you had it straight ahead or off to the right, left, up, down. As long as that red dot was pointed at it, it was going to hit it. And it was a really nice piece of glass. I wish I could remember what she had on her pistol, but man, it was solid. It was
Nice.
You didn't have to be 100% square, just straight ahead like that. You could be a little off to the left, a little off to the right. As long as that red dot was on it, boom, you were on it. It was beautiful.
All right. Anybody else? No. All righty. I think Gun and Wild one. He basically said if it has one glass, it'd be a reflex, and if it has two glasses, it'd be a red dot. So I've seen that out there. And so, Mark, let me get back to that topic you was talking about just a minute ago.
Actually, Viejo asked this one earlier. It was, what would you buy at your local gun shop that you won't buy online?
Primers.
Oh man. For me personally, anything that I can get at my local stores, I mostly always rather support, the local people. And so, I mean, sometimes they might not be quite as cheap as somebody online, but then you figure in your shipping and stuff like that. A lot of times it's fairly close unless you just got like a really great sale. But a lot of ammunition, I'd rather buy there for one to support them because I don't want them to go out of business. And another thing, the shipping, as always seems to be kind of a problem, especially on, ammunition. You see a good price, but then the time you figure in the shipping, sometimes it, it might not be any better. And plus, also, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, man, especially, I like to be able to get my hands on it. If it's a pistol, a rifle, or whatever. I kind of like to shoulder it or whatever, so I can feel if it feels good to me in my hand or whatever. And so anyway, see Jamie or Gary, you guys didn't have anything to say about the last one. You guys anything to say about this, buddy? No? Forget
Yeah,
it.
I've bought used guns online.
yeah.
I bought an absolutely beautiful Ruger Blackhawk in 44 Special, but I knew what I was looking for there too. But the reason I hesitate to buy primers and powder online, me and Tactical Fudge said it at almost the same time, is the hazmat fee.
Yeah.
Where you buy stuff like that is going to be different. But yeah, it's one thing. I have not bought primers or powder online yet, and I hope I can continue that. You sure you ain't got nothing like that, Gary?
What's that?
Something that you would buy at a local gun store or a local store that you wouldn't buy online?
Ammo.
Yeah.
I've never bought ammo online. I have bought a gun or two online, but paid the transfer fee. But ammo, nah. I'll just walk in the shop and buy it there because I want to support my local gun shops. I want them to keep having that stuff in stock. So
Right.
Yeah.
I had to sit and think about it a little bit, but that's one thing I always buy at a store. So
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely don't blame you there. Especially, and Gizzard knows this pretty well. Little company out of Wood River, Nebraska, Mead Ammo, that sponsored the shoot up there at Thunder on the Prairie the last 2 years. They've got really good, and especially now, they've got really good prices on there. They're really competitive with everybody else as far as prices on their 9mm, 5.56, 308. They got several different calibers out there. But now they've also got instead of just being able to buy it online and have it shipped to you, now you can go straight to their door. They actually have a brick and mortar set up where you can just go straight there and pick it up. And it knocks that $20 or whatever it is. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I know it's around that $20 mark as far as the shipping fee goes off of it. And I'm up there, every once in a while anyway, just because I got relatives and stuff that live up that way. And man, that makes it so nice just to be able to go up to a good ammo place and pick up ammunition. And as far as the gun stuff goes, I've only bought 3 online, but that was all military surplus, and they had it graded out, and it was from a reputable company. that everybody had good reviews and everything on it. So yeah, ammo and guns. That's the two that I won't say that I wouldn't do it online, but that's that's my two that I'm really iffy on. I'd really have to go through a company or something that was very reputable and had good reviews on it, not just some kind of spring up deal that's been there for like a year. And and if they don't have any reviews or anything where you can put stars and stuff, and I know that can get discombobulated too, as far as bought off and bots and stuff like that. But yeah, those are the two biggest things I would be really iffy on buying online is ammo and guns.
Yeah, and you talked about Meads. Actually, I've ordered some ammunition from. It's really good stuff. I really liked it, but then again, I had to have it shipped. So but still, even at that price with the shipping, it was really good. I thought good stuff, and I wasn't disappointed that I bought it. So
Well, I just out of curiosity, since you started that off, what did you get from Mead Ammo?
9 millimeter.
Okay, okay, was that a frangible or just a regular lead round?
I bought one box of each, and
Oh, nice.
I love the frangible. I would like to get some more frangible, but yeah, Tim S. That's Mead Ammo. I think it's meadammo.com or whatever. You look them up
Yep,
online. Yeah.
Yep, meadammunition.com.
Yeah.
MEAD.
They're talking
I've
about
only ever
Jimenez out there. I think we've all, or a lot of us have had a Jimenez in the past.
Yep.
I still got
All right.
mine.
All right, so going back on a topic real quick, since I
Yeah.
decided to get one out, I took it off my 12 gauge back there. It's on my wall. But this is typically what I think of when I'm talking about a reflex sight. Usually one piece of glass, reflectors here in the back, and it's got a, kind of a wide, I don't know if I can actually get that to even focus on. Kind of a wide throw pitch for its dot. But this is typically what I think of when I think of a reflex sight. Something like this. And this is just a little cheapo Fiachi. Yeah. So it's nothing that good. And then for a red dot, since I'm not allowed to touch guns on the stream,
No, they're moved throughout the link for Meat Ammo.
There you go.
Thank you, Moo. Appreciate that.
and for a red dot, it's usually something like this. Let's see if I can get this. Hold on.
We can see the top of it there.
But it's usually something like this. I'm not actually touching the firearm, so it's oop. There we go. But it's usually something like that.
Truth sounds better, boy.
Not technically touching. No, I wasn't technically touching the firearm, so we're still good.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like taking it off and re-zeroing it. It's a pain in the butt to zero on this red dot.
There's a good question right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree with you, G Webs. Like I said, I don't want our local stores to go out of business. Way we've lost other brick and mortar companies. And so, I literally buy pretty much everything I can from them that they have. I guess I can turn my camera back on here. Sorry about that. But yeah, I totally agree with you.
See, I did that. I found a gun that I wanted, the Beretta APX A1, online at Bud's Gun Shop, and I took the ad to my local gun store, and I asked them, do they have any of those? And they said no. And I said, can you get me one? And they said, 1 minute. And they got on the computer and they said, a price. We're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit higher than the advertised price, but she said $410 out the door. Well, the price on the interweb was a little bit less than that. But if you've ever bought online before, you know that when you get to the checkout, they're going to add taxes and shipping. So when they tell you they're $10 higher out the door than than the ad you're seeing online, in reality, they're about $40 cheaper than what you're seeing online, because then that particular, they're going to offer you an extended warranty, and that's going to cost you X amount of dollars. But guys, I've got to go. I've got to get in bed. I got church in the morning. Y'all having a good time. This is a fun concept, Hillbilly. We might try that over on the Georgia Shooting Connection thing next week.
You betcha, buddy. Why don't you go ahead and plug your channel and everything, and what you got coming up? And
guys, I'm glad y'all are all sitting down, but I want y'all to know I put out 3 videos this week. Count them. 3. I did the Sandra, this one's for you video on Sunday. Then I did brass sizing for 308, and then today I put up trimming for 308. So I hope y'all go over to JH586 and watch those videos and leave me a comment. And you guys are too nice. Thanks for telling me good night. And remember to check us out Friday nights at 8 o'clock on the Georgia Shooting Connection channel. And I'm going to go inspect my eyelids for cracks and get ready for church in the morning.
Oh, good night, Jamie. Thank you so
Night,
much
Jamie.
for being on here. Sure appreciate you. And guys, over to Jamie's channel, JH586. Check it out. Subscribe. Evidently, he just broke a new record. And 3 videos up in the same week. That is awesome.
No, that's a big deal because my videos are pretty in depth. Not that y'all guys are not. I mean, not saying that at all.
Yeah.
But I go a lot further on my videos than I should. I get, like right now, I get to run in my mouth and I can't shut up. Good night, y'all.
Good
Night.
night, brother.
Night, Jamie.
Have a good one, Jamie.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and I totally agree. I think my local gun store can order pretty much, I mean, anything that I want. Like I said, there's been a time or two there, a little bit of price difference, but not much. But like for instance, if I was to order a rifle from whoever, and it's a little cheaper, and I may or may not have to pay shipping. Most usually I do. And then when it arrives at the gun store, then I have to pay, FFL transfer fee. So, but if I buy a rifle at my local gun store, then those 2 things are taken away, So that is, basically a discount off of what I would have paid for that online rifle. And so, but yeah, I think on not only that, but a lot of stuff we should always try to support our local businesses, whenever we can. I mean, they're just wanting to feed their family and stuff and make a living the same as we are. So, but anybody else have a comment on that?
Yeah, I've only ever
Mark,
bought.
go ahead.
I've only ever bought one gun online, and it was something that I couldn't get anywhere else. Something that I've been looking for. I really wanted. It was a little Beretta Model 81 and 32 ACP, and I had it shipped through my local FFL, one of my favorite shops, and when it comes to that, I pay whatever transfer fees they want. I don't ask any questions. I don't ask for anything, off. My local shops know me by name. When I walk in, it's, hey, Mark, how are you? I've only ever kind of like
Norm on chairs.
Yeah.
Hey, Norm. Hey, Mark.
I've
Nice.
only ever bought ammunition online that I can't get anywhere else because it's just weird shit that nobody has. I bought ammunition for my Nagant revolver that you just don't ever find that on the shelves anywhere. I bought 32 H&R Magnum that you hardly ever find that on the shelves. But most of the time, guns and ammo I buy at my local shops. I do what I can to support them. I actually buy a lot of used stuff, and sometimes I keep it for a little bit, and then I take it and trade it for something else. I've done really well with that over the past couple of years because there were cheap revolvers that I could buy 5 or 6 years ago for under $100 that I've taken and traded up on newer stuff, better stuff that I've gotten twice what I paid for them when I traded them. And
that's always sweet.
Yeah, and whenever I trade stuff, I don't haggle on those prices either, because that's where they're going to make a little bit of their money. They're going to give me $100 for it, and they're going to get 150 out of it. That's business. I take care of them, and they always take care of me. I've built a good enough rapport relationship that when stuff comes in that they know that I'm really going to like, they call me up. I get a text. I know the managers. So I get first dibs on stuff. And if you take care of your local, if you take care of your local shops like that, they will take care of you. And that's
for sure. And they should. And Michael Dunn brought up a pretty good deal too. Said we got a CCW. It's about to carry gun at his local gun range place, and he got to shoot it and everything before he even bought it. So, sometimes there's deals like that to where some of these places have, especially a gun to shoot, or if it's a used gun, if they have a range there and, it's all legal for them to let you shoot it. Sometimes, you can actually, fire the gun before you, purchase it. So that's nice. It's like taking a car for a test drive, so that is awesome. So
Mark with a K out there trying to spell Glock on me again.
Yeah. Nice.
He likes razzing you about that, don't he?
Yeah, wait till he sees the next video I'm going to do.
Right. But anyway, fellas, I got to drop out. I've got a super early morning. I got to get back to harvest, and I got to get back to putting up hay. So I think I'm going to call it quits here tonight. So it's been a great chat. Thanks for having me on, Hillbilly. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much for being on. If you don't mind me asking real fast, how many cuts of hay do you guys get this year?
We're on hay cut number 4, and we're putting up feed on top of the alfalfa on the 4th cut now alfalfa right now. So we've been pretty blessed. It's been pretty dry around here, but we're kind of like in a little target zone where we got just enough rain to keep everything going this year. So we've been very blessed.
I'll share this with you and everybody else. Don't know what the truth is on it, but I've kind of seen it kind of come around. My grandfather always said that how many cuts of hay you get that year depends on what kind of winter you're going to get. And he said, if something happens, you only get 1 cut, and you're worried about not having enough hay to feed to the winter, a lot of times, the Lord blesses you with a mild winter. But he said, when you get a good 3 cuts and maybe 4, He said, Lord blessed you with that for a reason because you're going to need it. So don't go out and sell that hay right off the bat. So,
Yeah, well, we had that about 3, 4 years ago. It was so muddy that you couldn't even stand it. We had, I replaced more wheel bearings and four wheelers and side by sides dragging through the mud. It was like I was doing an undercarriage rebuild on a Cat D8. But anyway, I just want to say, oh, go ahead.
I just say I sure appreciate you for being on as always, buddy. And guys, make sure you get over and check out Pat in the Bunker. Check out his channel. Get subscribed. Got a lot of great content over there. And what's nice about his content is, it might be Pat shooting a gun, Pat riding a four-wheeler, Pat in a tractor, just all kinds of different stuff. So it's a great variety of content.
Yeah, I'm definitely an outdoors guy. So even though I am Pat in the bunker, I definitely like to get out of the bunker and go do outdoor things. So anyway, thanks everybody. Gizzard, Mark, Bubba, Hillbilly, thanks for having me on tonight, and we'll see you on down the road.
Night, Pat.
All right, buddy. You have a good evening.
All right. Yep. Night, y'all.
Night.
All righty. And all right, Info Bros. Good thing you put that up there because I was going to say it is actually 10:34 here in the central part of United States. And so let's go ahead and see who wins tonight. So tonight, let me find it here. Got it around here somewhere. Here it is. So tonight I am going to give away this little thin knife that I've been giving away the last few weeks. It's really sweet, very easy to open. Get on camera there, and really nice sharp blade. It's a handy little knife. It got a pocket clip, a window breaker on there, or as I was informed by Moo, you can use that to break your ice for your drink. So he informed me last night. So window breaker or icebreaker, use it however you wish. But make sure you get your hashtag in HBN41, and we will get this wheel brought up and we'll give it a big old spin here.
We hope.
Yeah. Yeah, things gave me some fits before.
Hasn't worked so great the last few weeks.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, it seems to be working right now, so
that's better.
Hopefully it won't give us any troubles. So anyway, we get this thing wound up here. Let's give this thing a spin. See who's going to win tonight.
Again? That ain't right.
Oh my goodness. Dwayne, are you related to Woods? I'll put ×2 on here, buddy. Doggone it, man. Congratulations. Man, tell you what, that's hilarious. So I'm going to do something we did for Woods. Was that Friday night, guys? I believe it was. So I can't spin this thing again. Dwayne, make sure you email me about that. Remind me that I'm giving you that knife too. But Bubba, was it Friday night when Woods won 2 times, was trying to get him a 3-timer win?
I can't remember if it was last week or like 2 or 3 weeks
last
ago.
Saturday or something.
I can't remember.
So I'm going to give me a minute here to clear this. I'll do the same tonight. I am going to do
Yeah, run to the lottery store. Don't walk, Dwayne. Sport out there.
So I'm gonna put in here. I'll just put this instead of me having to put it on the banner and stuff. I'm gonna write in what you guys need to type in. So everybody put this in, and we sit because Woods couldn't do a three-peat. He could not do it. But we're going to see if Dwayne can do a three-peat. So type in hashtag three-peat. I'll put it up here on the screen. Put that in on the side chat, and let's see if Dwayne can do a three-peat that Woods could not pull off. Oh my goodness. Now, I couldn't spin the same wheel again because it would have took him off of the wheel, off the thing. So we'll just do another hashtag. So while we're waiting on those to go in, guys, anybody got anything they want to share?
All right. So I need to clarify this. I don't think Tim S was here whenever we did that whole "what was your worst gun experience" or gun buying experience. So I typed it out there in the side chat, but I guess he didn't see the first part of it. So the going gag or whatever between me and Mark, Garage Guy, Mark with a K, is I don't like Glocks. I really don't like Glocks, and if you like Glocks, whatever, fine. But my first experience with a Glock was a brand new Gen 4. I bought them when they first came out. Bought a Gen 4 Glock 23 because I wanted a 40 Smith & Wesson, and two, everybody told me how great Glocks are. Oh, they're amazing. They don't fail at all. So I bought this brand new Glock 23 Gen 4. Within 3 rounds, firing pin fell out. I fixed the firing pin, put it back in. I guess it was just somebody was having an off day, whatever. Next time around, daggone trigger fell out of it. So I put the trigger back in. Like, man, this guy must have had a really, really, really rough day. So I fixed that, got it all put back together, went to fire it again. The magazine fell apart. Plus, my wrists are about 13 inches around, like 12.5, 12.34 inches around, right? So I can't hold a Glock without getting slide bit the entire time. I cannot cant my wrist like that. I cannot do it. I don't like the grip or anything like of that nature. But every shot fired from that Glock just tore my hand to pieces. Plus, it falling apart. I'm sorry. No. So that's why I don't like Glocks. It ain't that I don't like them because everybody else likes them. I don't like them because it failed that bad.
Yeah, Moose says you just crushed it with your giant hands. So that's the problem.
I probably did. Who knows?
But yeah, I mean, that's so weird that happened to you. I've had, I think, 3 Glocks in my lifetime and never had any trouble with them. And that's so weird that, that you had that trouble.
Well, see, here's the thing, though. I bought it from Glock. And when I asked them to send me a new one or whatever, because it was still in the warranty, it was only like 2 weeks after I bought it. And Glock was just like, no, you probably did something wrong to it. Like we don't do anything if you replace the factory parts. It's like it's brand new. Like I haven't changed anything. And I guess I don't know. I guess I got a bad customer service rep because they did not care anything that I said. So I don't like Glocks.
Howdy to Hamilton Outdoors out there, buddy. Think
Hey,
been
Rob.
on tonight.
Hey, buddy.
Make sure you tap in, get your hashtag in, hashtag 3Pete, and see if you can win.
Been thinking of you all day, Robert Hamilton. Wish I was there to
Yeah.
help you.
I keep telling him all he's got to do is text me where he's moving to. I'll drive out there. I'll take a couple days off work. I'll help you out. I don't care.
Yeah. Know you're in our thoughts and prayers, brother.
For sure. Yeah, looks like he has a sweet backyard to shoot out of, though.
Yeah, that looks a
Really
lot better. He's got a lot more range to shoot on now, boys. He's gonna be target shooting now.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'll be honest, when he first made that video, I was madder than fire, man. I was super pissed. You know what, Abby? I actually have not tried a Canic yet, and I really want to get one, but I want them to come out with a 10mm. I really want Canic to come out with a 10mm. Like, guys, please join me in flooding their inboxes, all their emails for their customer services and stuff, to tell them that they need to make a 10mm. All right, they need to do it. Just like Taurus needs to make a TX22 mag. All right, it needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I absolutely believe you there, Rob, because that place is nice. It reminds me of your old home you used to have when you first started.
Yeah.
Is it closer to me? I might be able to get more time over at your house, Rob. Because Rob, I think, like his original house where he lived, I think he was only like an hour away from me, and I could have just stopped by at any time. Hi.
For those that don't know, Rob Hamilton was a big supporter of me when I got started. I just put a couple of videos up to show what was happening to my family back in Western Pennsylvania, and he encouraged me to go further and do more. And same thing for my buddy Bubba up there. He's been a big supporter of him, so we feel a real close connection to Rob. He's a good brother.
Rob is good people, and he's probably one of the best people that I guess me and you know, Mark, right? Like,
yep.
He's one of the best Kentucky guys I know. I can tell you that right now.
I will meet him someday. It's going to happen.
Hey, when you go to meet him, I'm coming too, or we're just going to meet together.
Their defense dad gave you an answer there, Bubba.
Don't crush my hopes and dreams, defense dad. Which that's another gun I want to try. I have never shot a Walther other than the James Bond little 380. Now that thing bites your hand. That thing bites your hand like crazy when you have big hands. Because I only fit like 2 fingers on it. It's just like pull. Ah! It pulls chunks of meat into the slide with it.
Yeah, that Canic, that SPX or whatever Rival S, I sure love the 9mm, and I would love to have that in a 10. I mean, no doubt about that.
Abby, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure most of the new Canics coming out right now are pretty much all optics cut for most of them. Most of them, like the ones that come with the kit with like 3 mags and the holster and stuff like that, most of them are going to be optics cut.
Yeah.
So I'm like 90% sure that 90% of them are all optics cut. I think there's like 10% that don't, because some people are just like, well, I don't like to have the cut on there or whatever, or I don't use a red dot, whatever. It's whoever's preference is whoever's preference. But I'm pretty sure 90% of the Canics have an optics cut. Was it a 32, Mark?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Was it a 32 for? I can't remember. I want to say it was like a 380, but I could be wrong. Hey, and if I'm wrong, I'll cop to it, man. I'll always cop to it if I'm wrong about something.
Well, Woods, make sure you enter, see if you can take that. So, Dwayne don't get the 3-peat. You don't want him to break your record, buddy.
There's something else Rob wrote in there. He said holding the desert, me holding the Desert Eagles like someone holding a Smith and Wesson shield. I will say that when I went to the gun store one day, I was checking out 1911s or whatever because I told them, I said I got big hands, and they saw my hands. They said, "Dear God," and and I've never had a gun store tell me that. It was at Kentucky Gun Co. actually, and it was an old timer behind the counter, and he was just like, "Man, how big are your hands?" And I go, "Well, I mean, they're pretty big, man. I got to have something thick to grab onto." And so he goes to hand me his 1911. He goes, "Hang on a second," and he goes in the back and he grabs a 50 AE Desert Eagle from Magnum Research and puts it in my hand. And he goes, "That looks like a 380 in your hand." Said, yes. Do you understand? Do you understand why I want one with a bigger grip? He goes, "Say no more." And he comes back and he brings out this little bitty Gerson. And it was EAA import Gerson MCS for steel frame, and he puts it in my hand, and I just fell in love with it because it was big enough where like my fingers didn't come all the way back and touch my wrists on it. You know, it was perfect. It was the perfect grip, and I was just like, "Oh yes, this is it." And he's just like, "Sir, are you crying?" I was like, "Yes." Yeah, that's another one or whatever. I wish they'd had one there. He actually wanted me to test out the 2011 in my hand, the double stacked 1911, and see if it was too big for my hand. But they didn't have one in stock. Yeah, this is not meat hooks. These are kielbasa fingers. Now that I say that, I've kind of figured out why some women are attracted to me from my hands. I'm starting to understand this now. Women just love me for my hand.
Gonna have to get you a gun to shoot that, buddy. You buy the ammo, then gives you a reason to buy the gun to shoot it with.
Yeah. It's just like CW sending me them 452 diameter bullets or whatever. It's like, now I really got to go get a long Colt too, because he sent me a lot of the long Colt cast bullets, and I was just like, yeah, now I have to get one now. I have to go get that Uberti now. Which I'll tell. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm in the same market. I was looking at one today, and then I stopped at another shop and I found another Ruger Blackhawk in 45 Colt, and I'm just I want to go back.
You got I'll tell you guys this. Just everybody in the side chat and everybody here right now, you're the only ones that are going to know this. But the video I'm doing right now for that 22 mag or whatever, I finally got an intro that I liked, and it originally was going to scrap it because in the video I'm sitting there talking to myself. I'm having an argument with myself like I normally do. And it's the rational side talking to the irrational side, and while the rational side's talking to him, I farted. And I was just like, oh, that probably didn't pick up. That's fine. I rewatched it on my phone. Oh, that's fine. I go to put it on the computer, and it's just the loudest thing imaginable. And I literally said at the end of it, "Did you just fart?" And I couldn't stop myself from laughing. So I was just like, all right, you know what? I was going to delete that just because of the slight pickup from it. But now that it's extremely audible, I was like, I'm going to throw that in there. I don't even care at this point. Bubba go to Bubba. Bubba going to fart if he's going to fart. Who cares? So yeah, the next video, get prepared for that. That's
yeah, I agree with Woods there, Abby. That Rossi 9T, man, that sure is a sweet lever action.
It's actually not too bad, Link. If you so if you get like 125 box of the Stinger VNTs by CCI, they're under 45 truckers, since we can't say prices. And then usually about under 16 truckers for just a 50 round box. That ain't that bad. I mean, I pay under 25 truckers for 100 rounds of 9mm.
I have real good luck with those CCIs, those 22 mags. I really like them.
Yeah.
But
I have put a high point in my hand, and I was more scared about the slide bite than I was with a Glock.
oh, now. Well,
I like
guess
their carbines. I like their carbines.
You probably didn't have the JX P10 in your hand.
No, it was a C9. Oh God, no! It was the older C9s.
Oh, okay.
As long as I kept the smell, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I actually need to put another gun rack in my room too, because I am out of places to hang stuff now. All my hooks are taken up.
It's amazing how fast those things get filled up, ain't it?
Yeah, I was just like, man, I didn't think I had this many rifles and shotguns, but I got 6 or 7 more just sitting there. It's like, hey, you gonna hang us up too? I'm like, yeah. Let me give me a second.
That Fluffy, that alert's a little late, buddy. But I know that's what happens sometimes. You don't get everybody's alerts, that's for sure. Well, let's see if Dwayne can do a 3-peat. And I want to give away that black knife again. But Dwayne, if you win, I'll give you one of these albatrosses, so you won't have 2 of the same knife. All right. See if Dwayne can get the 3-peat tonight. My goodness. I think that happened last Saturday, so I think this is the second Saturday that
2 in a row out of 31 people is still crazy. I'm just going to say that right now.
So anyway, let's see if Dwayne can win or somebody can beat him out. Line this thing up and give her a spin.
Well, there's the other Kentucky people that are good people that I know. Ron Wayne and Misty Wayne. There we go.
Heck yeah. Ozzy.
Oh, no.
Ozzy.
I thought it said Dwayne for a second.
Let me write Ozzy's name down here. I believe Ozzy won last week too. Yeah, I think I don't know if he was one that beat out Woods.
What's that? Oh, you picked up the Super Wrangler there, Rob? I know you picked up one of the newer Wranglers that came out. I didn't know that you picked up the Super. Or did I miss that video?
He'd picked one up. It was his brother's and did a review on it, and then he was.
Oh, he picked up his. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Now I remember. Yeah. Forgot about that part. I just enjoy seeing him shoot. I didn't pay attention to the first part. Oh,
Man, we got Ron and Misty out there. Thank you guys for jumping in. Is Ozzy on here?
Uh-oh.
Ozzy,
bark at the moon, buddy. Bark at the moon.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, right here. There he is. I was looking for you, buddy. I want to make sure you're still on here. I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I think Ozzy may have won last week whenever we was trying to do that 3-peat for Woods. So, but yeah, Ozzy, send me an email. Remind me to send that to you, buddy, and I'll get that shipped out to you and a couple different gifts shipped out to Dwayne. Congratulations, guys.
Well, it is creeping up on midnight here, and we're going to get up and get Seth off to Airsoft in the morning. So I'm going to check out. Been a wonderful evening. Love hanging out with you fellas. Love hanging out with the side chat. Had everybody there. But I'm going to get going.
Okay,
Thank
you
you
got
much.
anything coming up, Mark?
No, nothing planned. We'll just do what I always do. Anybody that happens to see it, that's great.
Awesome.
Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a good week coming up. Good night.
Good night,
Thanks
Mark.
for being on tonight, Mark. Always enjoy it. You guys go over and check out Mark's channel and give him a sub if you haven't already. You have a good evening, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep, and I think we're gonna wind this show down unless either one of you fellers have something that you'd like to share or talk about real quick.
Oh, wait, hold on. If Rob's still here,
Real quick, Ozzy, go ahead and email me. Anyhow, I think I have your address. I'm pretty sure if I sent you something before. But just email me and remind me so I don't forget. I got your name written down here, but I just want to make sure I don't forget to send that to you. So go ahead, Bub. I'm sorry.
hey Rob, if you're still here, don't forget to text me your new address because I still got to get you a birthday present, buddy. I lost your address. I tried to find it the whole time and cannot find it anywhere. I used to have it in a little bitty booklet, but I think my booklet got thrown away by my grandfather. So definitely text me your address, buddy. I need to get you out a gift. All right, that's it. That's all I got.
Awesome. Well, tell you what, when we go around the room here, so Gary, you want to go ahead and plug your channel and stuff and tell everybody what you got coming up, buddy?
Sure. Gizzard Gary on most social media at Gizzard Gary. I've put out some content from TriggerCon this last week, some floor interviews with some of the companies that were presenting there. Also a couple shorts of me actually shooting guns, so you can actually see that Gizzard does shoot guns every once in a while. So I've got some product reviews coming up. Don't forget Foul Territory live every Friday night on my channel, so check that out. And as always, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Gary, for being on tonight and each and every time. We sure always appreciate you. Guys, go over and check out Gary's channel and get sub to him if you're not already. Be looking for those videos he's got out and the ones he's got coming. And Friday night's always a blast. For me, I just love Friday nights. Start out, we got Georgia Shoe Connection, and right after that, Foul Territory, Gizzard Gary. And so Friday nights are just always one of my favorites too. So make sure you go and check it out. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. Bubba, what you got coming up? You said you had some range videos. I think you said that you had shot. You're going to be releasing, and then tell us what all you got coming up, buddy.
So we got the Rossi Rio Bravo doing a video on that 22 mag, and I also testing out a couple spinner targets and stuff, which I mean they kind of survived. They're not made for 22 mag. I found out. It said 22 rimfire, so I was like, oh, so it should be able to take 22. No. No. I mean, they're still there. I mean, they're still kind of flat, but I kind of did shoot about 560 rounds into them.
Dang.
So, yeah, I knew that was going to happen when I got the lever gun. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it.
Okay, real quick, not to interrupt you, but we're gonna see if we can't grant Boomstick's birthday wish here in a minute. Before we go off here.
Oh no!
Go ahead and finish plugging your channel.
All right. Also shot the STR-40. I will say that it is a little bit more snappier than I thought it would be. Not too bad, easy to hold on to and stuff, but it was a little bit more snappy than I expected. So we do have a video on that, not too much. And because that Jeff over at Gun and Wild 1 wanted me to and made a comment about it on one of my videos, I will do the video of me shooting the squib loads that I got, which was all 25 shots were squib loads.
Oh,
I'm not going to show me clearing the barrel or anything like that, but he wanted me to show the bloopers. Pretty much it's going to be bloopers of me screaming bloody murder every single time I got a squib load trying out them sing bullets. So I'm probably going to release. It's not going to be much, just because a lot of it, yeah. I get too expletive with it because I was furious. But yeah, there's that. And I guess I do have to do Boomstick's thing. It is past midnight. It is Boomstick's birthday. I guess I will sing happy birthday.
all right.
Okay. Why are you making me do this?
You mean pull up the words, or you remember them?
No, I know how to sing happy birthday.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I think.
You're gonna be doing
All
it
right,
on Marilyn
all right,
Monroe
hold on.
style, are you?
Hold on. Happy birthday to Boom. Happy birthday to Boom. Happy birthday, dear Boomy. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
All right. Happy birthday, Boom.
Sing it like it was in the
Great,
40s.
buddy. That was great. Thank you. Voice like an angel.
Like an angel with laryngitis.
Well, Boomstick thought it was awesome, so
All right, good, buddy. Happy birthday to you.
he made his day and all of ours. Oh my goodness. So for me, I got several videos coming up. Hoping you guys will enjoy them. Been putting out quite a few shorts, but I have more content videos coming out, and still working on quite a few of them. Some of them it takes me a while to film because been doing it by myself, and then the editing process, and I'm not the best at that's for sure. So anyway, got some more videos coming out. I've been doing a point of view, some videos on that. Hoping that maybe it gives somebody a chance that might be interested in shooting guns, but don't really know what it's like. So I'm trying to explain a little bit about the recoil, maybe the sound, stuff like that. So hopefully some of those videos will help somebody out and get them interested in, the 2A community, and, to be able to, use that right that they have, constitutional right. And so anyway, I just want to tell Side Chat and the panel and everybody, I want to thank you so much for being on. Saturday nights are a blast for me. And this show wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for all you guys. I'm just so thankful for each and every one of you. Also, I want to put up a banner here because I really thank everybody that has become a member of this channel. And Abigail, I'll be adding your name to this. I thank you so much, guys. You honestly, it means a lot to me, and I am putting videos there for the members only. Stuff that's not going to be on my channel. I mean, some just different stuff, maybe goofy, some looks at, a few bloopers, or, behind the scene type deal, or, just different stuff like that. So, I hope y'all enjoy that. I just thank you all so much for that. Let's see. There's Boom's YouTube. So make sure you get over and check that out. And so anyway, I just want to tell you all that I love you and appreciate you all very much. And I thank you so much. Remember, God, family, and country. Yeah. and make somebody's day better. Hopefully, we're making your day better here with the show. I know you guys are making my day better. So it don't cost you much at all. It's free to make somebody's day better because you don't know what kind of day they're going through. So, give them a smile, try to, put a smile on their face. And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again. I love you, Hillbilly Nation. Everybody say goodnight.